Hello Internet, Parag Dhawan here. In this video we will see Python quick tips which will help you while programming in Python. Starting with get quotient and reminder with a single operation. For this we will use built-in divide mod function which returns quotient and reminder of a divide operation. We require a dividend. Here we are using 61. Require a divisor. Here we are using 10. When 61 is divided by 10, quotient is 6 and remainder is 1. So we are storing quotient in Q, remainder in R. We are calling built-in divide mod function. We are passing dividend as a first argument, divisor as second argument. After this statement, Q contains quotient and R contains remainder. Printing it on the user screen. Print in double quotes quotient colon space value of Q which is having a quotient. Print and opening and closing parenthesis in double quotes remainder which is stored in variable R. So following it after comma you will print the value of R. Click on the cell and run the cell. You will see quotient and remainder is displayed on the user screen. Here it should be print. Again click on the cell and run the cell. You have quotient 6 and remainder 1. Next, insert to a sorted list. For achieving this, we will use bisect module insert function which takes a sorted list and an element, inserts the element in the sorted order inside the sorted list. Click on the cell, create a sorted list with a name SL. It contains 3 elements 10, 20, 30. In the next statement we will create ELE which is the element to be inserted inside the sorted list. Suppose it is 15. We have to use bisect module, therefore we have to import bisect module. Import bisect. Using bisect module insert function we will insert the element in the sorted order in the sorted list. Bisect insert, we are passing first argument as sorted list, second argument as element which is to be inserted. After inserting the element inside the sorted list, we will print in the last sorted list. In this case, sorted list is given a name SL. Click on the cell and run the cell. You will see that element is inserted in a sorted order inside a sorted list. Check if a given year is a leap year or not. For this we are using calendar module's isLeap function. Gives a true value when a year is a leap year or a false value when a year is not a leap year. So first statement, import calendar module. After importing calendar module, use calendars module's isLeap function. Pass a year which is to be checked. Suppose we checked for 2005 which is not a leap year, value return will be false. If we pass a year which is a leap year, suppose 2000, then it will display true which is a leap year. To get unique elements or remove duplicate elements of a list, we will use a set to remove duplicate elements of a list and then that set will be converted into a list. So OL which is a original list which contains duplicate elements, suppose 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30. This was our original list. We are creating UL unique list. First we are applying set constructor to OL to remove duplicate values, and to the set function we are applying list to convert a set into a list and storing it in UL. By this you will remove duplicate elements, print UL on the user screen to check whether the function is executed successfully or not. See, all the duplicate elements of original list OL was removed and stored in UL. You can check from the output. Reversing a list. So we are creating an original list with the elements 10, 20, 30. To reverse this list, to create RL reverse list, we are traversing through OL. We will take all the elements from first till the last. Order of taking the element will be one by one from the last element indicated by -1. So RL will store a reverse of OL. If we print RL means reverse list on the user screen, list is traversed in reverse order and stored in RL, we can see the output 30, 20, 10. To get elements from odd or even indices, for this we are creating days, which is having element Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Odd days, we will traverse days list to create a sublist which will start from odd position 1. We will take all the elements till the end with a step size of 2. So by this we are accessing element Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and so on till the end of the list. For getting even days, we are creating even days sublist which will traverse days list starting at index position 0. It will run till last index, therefore we don't specify any argument, and step size is 2. So it will access element at index 0 which is Sunday, index 2 which is Tuesday, index 4 which is Thursday, index 6 which is Saturday, till the end of the list. After this we will print the sublist, new sublist which are created, odd days and even days. If we check the output, we started from index position 1, Monday, Wednesday and Friday was printed. We started from index position 0, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday was printed. Convert decimal to binary, octal and hexadecimal, and then back to decimal. For this we will use inbuilt function int, bin, oct and hex. First we are creating a decimal number 15. Suppose this decimal number is to be converted into binary, b is equal to, directly apply the function bin and pass the decimal number. We print b on the user screen. You will see binary format of 15. 0b, 4 times 1, escape b. We are converting the same decimal number into octal number. So O is equal to, for this we will apply OCT function, pass it the decimal which will convert the decimal number into octal number. We will print O on the user screen. You can see 15. If it is converted into octal, it is represented by 0 or 17. Escape B, create a new cell, insert it below, hexadecimal, we are storing hexadecimal conversion into H. For this we will use hex function. We will pass it a parameter DC, which will convert the decimal number into hexadecimal number and store it in H. We will print value of H to check whether it is converted into hexadecimal number or not. It is converted into hexadecimal, indicated by OX, and representation is F. Here we have converted the decimal number into binary. In first case, we are converting binary number into decimal number. We are storing the decimal number in ORI. We are using int function to convert the binary number to decimal number. Pass the binary number. Here binary number is stored in B. Base is equal to 2. These two parameters are passed, which will convert binary to decimal, and we will print the decimal number which is stored in ORI. You can see 15. Similarly, we will convert it octal number into decimal. Octal number is stored, we will apply int function. Octal number is stored in O and base is 8. When you convert it into a decimal and print it, value should be 15. Click on the cell, press escape key to insert a cell below, convert it into hexadecimal. We have stored hexadecimal number in variable H. Base of hexadecimal number is 16. So we are using int function to convert hexadecimal number with base 16 to decimal number, and it is stored in ORI, and we are printing ORI on the user screen, which is 15. So we have converted a decimal number into binary, octal and hexadecimal, and then reverse that binary, octal and hexadecimal number into decimal number using int function. Now last, get all the permutation of list. For this we are using module itertools. So we have to import itertools. Import itertools. Of the itertools module, we have to use permutation function. It can be achieved like this. For every permutation P in itertools dot permutation, this permutation are taken from list L. So before this we have to create a list L which permutation is to be created. So we are taking a list 10, 20 and 30. We have to create all the permutation of this list. We are passing this L as argument. Inside this loop we are printing every permutation which is created using print P statement. So itertools.permutation will create all the permutation of list L, and we are iterating over those permutation using a for loop and printing it on the user screen. Click on the cell and run the cell. You can see all the permutation of list L printed on the user screen. That's it for today's video. We have seen a quick glance over a few Python tips which will help you in Python programming. Do hit that subscribe button for more such technical content, and see you in the next video.